I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. What's up, guys? Just getting some stuff out in the sun, getting out of the shop. Had some cleanup action happening today. I didn't feel like getting Bruiser down off the center stand and getting him out. That's basically why I'm cleaning the shop out, because I need to get that cylinder off and get it replaced with the new piston. The reconditioned head I did right there. And get it going. Hadn't ran in about 14 years. Matter of fact, I think it's coming up on the 14th anniversary when it decided to explode on me. Just going to give you a closer look at the Triumphs. Had a few people comment on them. I decided to go ahead and change this eyebrow out today. It had a stock Sportster head. It has the stock Sportster headlight on it, even though it's a Triumph. I found it at the swap meet. I liked it, and there it is. Biggest difference with the eyebrow that I put on here was these holes are much larger than the ones I had in the old one. So now I got to make a stainless steel plate, making there to hold the switch and the indicator light. I painted that tank a few years ago. Silver leaf, gold leaf, pinstripe. A little bit of lace on that side. Bit of funky, weird geometrical stuff going on over here. I was kind of trying to emulate a 1960s paint job on it. And it's got a little bit of pearl. It's plum crazy purple. I don't know how well the pearl's going to show up. My gun really wasn't set up to do metal flakes. I didn't want to do too much metal flake. And I'm throwing my phone around. Oh. Here's the 71. I painted it, I don't know, 1991 or 2, something like that. It's tangerine candy over a gold base, House of Colors. Done really good till gas tank started leaking back here. It turned to crapola. It's not good. So I got to redo that. We've got another later model tank. Doesn't have the rib down the middle, and they were actually welded instead of soldered like these things were. And if you've never ridden a Triumph before, man, they vibrate. Not like a Harley vibrates, but like a lawnmower. I mean, it is intense, very high frequency vibrations. It's pretty bad. So I got the floor cleaned up in here. The guy that lived here before painted it with that Crapoleum garage floor, regular latex crap paint that won't stick to anything and annoys the crud out of you. And if you've ever had anything to do with British motorcycles, you know where those oil leaks come from and why I have the drip pans out. They have a tendency to spew a little bit. You know, the castings are pretty porous on them. Some, you know, aluminum on aluminum. Some places there's gaskets. There's not really a gasket on the case halves. You know, they do recommend when you put them back together just put a little something in there, but really there's not supposed to be any gasket or anything in there. It's supposed to be a fit, machine fit. For the most part, it does pretty good. It leaks other places. This one's a 5-speed, and the early 5-speeds, actually it's one of the very first 5-speeds as far as Triumphs go. So the high gear seal leaks real bad usually on them, and I've done just about everything, tried to get it to stop leak. And really the only thing that kind of helps is in the primary, which is the gear case between the engine and the transmission, they call for like 90 weight oil, which is just ick. I use ATF. Primarily I use B&M Trick Shift. Seems to have a little bit better friction properties to it. Helps the clutch plates out and stuff. Yeah, if not, if you run 90 weight in one of these things, you pull the clutch lever in and kick it over, it will still kick the engine over. With the ATF, I haven't kicked this over in a while. With the ATF, it usually doesn't do that. See, there it's released. And I haven't kicked this thing over in a year. Oh, you know, the battery's got any life left in it. Got a brand new speedometer on it. Speedometer hadn't worked for most of its life. Nope, no juice in the battery. Oh well, you're not gonna see this thing run today. It does run, but it's got some sort of deal going on with the head. Right in this area here, when I spray carburetor cleaner or anything like that, it dies. I think there's an issue going on there, which it could be a crack out of the spark plug hole. And this will be the Mustang workshop. I'm gonna get some lights put up out here. I'm sure it'll make Ted, my neighbor over there across the woods, make him happy, especially in the winter time. Anyways, I found another head. I'm gonna get it cleaned up, get it machined. That's kind of why I was asking Darren if he had a valve grinder. Might need some work done on that. Make a deal with him on that. This is the eyebrow I just changed out. It had this, I didn't realize that this one was this nice, or I would have just taken the crapo cover off of it and done away with that and just kept that eyebrow. But I kind of like the speed holes that I put in the other one. Doesn't really make it faster, makes it look faster, I guess. Anyways, looks like my battery's about dying. It's a story everybody tells. I don't know if I'm going to get to change the handlebars out today on this thing or not. The weather's getting kind of weird. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. Have a good day.